governors of 10 states, chief administrators of the 3 states, our delegates from the state and administrative areas, distinguished guests, your presence is recognized. Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, can I proceed? First, I will start to introduce my delegation from Lake State, and that is myself, General Rin Tueny Mabor, Governor of Lake State, Honorable Benjamin Mabor, Minister of Local Government and Law Enforcement Agency. You can stand up and wave. Honorable Ben Matiang, Minister of Peace Building. Honorable Majonga Niamdan, Minister of Finance and Investment. Honorable John Akin Mechet, Secretary General of the Government. Our team of reporters, Captain David Unan, Paul Chabian Ayang, Mabor Deng Plan. I will be brief in my presentation because I'm presenting what I have done for the last 5 months, and maybe with some highlights, with some development in the state. And I start here with the profile of the state. I'm honored to convey greetings of the peoples and government of Lake State and to report Lake State is relatively calm and peaceful for the last 5 months since my appointment. The capital of Lake State is Rumbek, and it is administratively divided into 1 municipality, 8 counties, 54 payams, 174 boomers, covering an area of 40,235 square kilometers. It has a population of 695,730 per the 5th Sudan population and housing census 2008. Male is 365,880, female 329,850. The 8 counties are Warrior County, Yarul West County, Yarul East County, Rumbek East County, Rumbek Center County, Rumbek North County, Juaibet County, and Wulu County. We have 3 communities in the state, that is Bele, Bongo, and Dinka. They are farmers and pastoralists. The security situation in Lake State was precariously and became a national security threat that was known for the most senseless communal conflict, cycle of cattle raids, impunity revenge killing, armed and highway robbery, extortion money and properties. Now Lake State is relatively calm, law and order is restored and peaceful. Our vision is peaceful, secure, developed, and prosperous state. Mission. Our mission is to protect the people and their properties, operation and stabilization of the security situation in the state, peace and development. Key priorities, yes, we have many priorities, but we have captured here very few, but if implementing would help our common person in the state. Number one priority is tackling insecurity. Number two, comprehensive disarmament. Number three, good governance and rule of law. Number four, agriculture and food security. Our achievements. We have three consultative conferences held here in Juba on 20th June to 28th, and in Embark, the capital, which brought all together relevant stakeholders of the state. A total of 56 resolutions were passed as a guiding working document for governance and stabilization of the security in the state. The governor taught all the 8 counties of the state, disseminating the peace agreement and explaining the task of tackling criminality, restoring law and order, and enforcing law and order. 3, mobilization of human and material resources and reorganize, replace, and deploy SSPDF Brigade 17 and South Sudan National Police in the state. 4, the army and organized forces are being reorganized, released, and deployed to provide security for our citizens in the state. 5, dissolving and appointing 17 directors general in the state ministries to collective vetting by the Council of Ministers and subsequently briefing on their responsibilities, enhancing good governance and service delivery. 6, transfer of 8 executive directors of Awarian, Yerul West, Yerul East, Rumbek East, Rumbek Center, Rumbek North, Wulu and Fairbanks counties to better mobilize and organize general public to play an effective role in serving delivery and development. 7, establishment of 3 special courts in the 3 counties, Yerul, Rumbek, and Fairbanks, headed by judges and traditional chiefs, to try cases of murder, killing, and rape committing in the recent past, and the courts are being facilitated by honors. 8, achievement is blood compensation of the victims of the conflict, of course. 9, traditional chiefs and courts are empowered to carry out their customary law and functions. 10, raided and stolen cattle are recovered and restored to their rightful owners. 11, sight of civilian moving with rifles in urban centers and along the highway is no more. 12, movement of cattle and goods from one county to another is without an escort. 13, importation and sale of alcohol in the state is banned. 14, peaceful coexistence along state borders with Warab, Unity, Jungle, and Central Equatoria and Western Equatoria are normal. 15, hosting of communities from Unity and Jungle State displaced by the flood. 16, people return to their homes and abandoned schools were reopened. The state challenges. Number 1, impassable road has hindered the movement of people and goods in the state and beyond. 2, proliferation of small arms in the hand of the civil population. 3, budget. The government in the state is operating under zero budget and experience delay of salary for civil servants. 4, revenue. The National Revenue Authority is collecting and interfering with the state revenue. It is one of the challenges, that is logistics and training of law enforcement agencies. 6, is comprehensive disarmament. Number 7, challenge food insecurity and insufficient agricultural production. Some areas in the state are flooded and have destroyed crops and displaced some households in the state. 8. Influx of people from neighboring states due to flood. 9. Seasonal migration and movement were content to grazing areas and water points within the state and to the neighboring state. 10. Economic crisis in the country. 11. Some schools and administrative centers were abandoned due to insecurity which were prevailing in the state. Enrollment of children into school was also affected. 12. Inadequate health service. 13. One of the major challenges in the state is HIV/AIDS, and our Minister of Health could not talk about it yesterday, but it's a real hazard and disaster in the state. COVID-19. Way forward. 1. Reviewing of the security situation for the last 5 months. 2. Reorganization and health and deployment of SSPDF, Brigade 17 and law enforcement agencies. Conducting voluntary disarmament, which is going on very well. Regulating seasonal migration and movement of cattle. Recovering looting, raided cattle and stolen, and properties, engaging youth in peaceful related activities like traditional ranching, popular dances, prestigious bull showing, and sport, among others. Food security to support farmers, cooperatives through micro financing and improve sustainable food production. Health, improve health service, train midwives, nurses, clinical officers, and upgrade the health centers in the counties. Education, to upgrade Rumbek University of Science and Technology, train and build the capacity of teachers in primary and secondary school, renovate and expand Rumbek Secondary School, construct National Senior Secondary School for girls in Yerulim. Infrastructure. Construction of roads, that is Juba Yeru-Rumbek Highway, Rumbek Mabor Deng, Guardian Lair Roads, Yeru-Shambe Roads. Construction of Rumbek Airport and Yeru Street, to construct the state legislative ministries and commissions, to revive the power station in Rumbek. Implementation of the peace agreement, the revitalized peace agreement. The state government is implementing the access with all the stakeholders to the revitalized peace agreement in a consultative manner. We have a functioning revitalized government of national unity in the state. We have disseminated the peace agreement to our people across the state, and they have owned it. I end my presentation. Comrade Vice President, First Vice President, this is what we can present now about Lagos State. And I have some video clips whether they are played. Juba, Comrade First Vice President, forum led to our governance, and we are all happy about it. لكن صورة المشابه فيه تحفظ because نحن ما برانا كحكومة أو كليدرز بتاع السودان. لكن لو كنا برانا كلام يكون سكون زي كلام بتاع متيو أمبارح. Peace agreement given and put it on by the people is real on the ground there. Wana kunta ndani tena tu, lakini ana bukaliu le dora tani. Because you kalam sokun. Kama sulin ka leaders with this country. Ana kan buju priorities betana for the state. Number one is security. وما لقيت متواضع من وزارة الدفاع ووزارة الداخلية أن الدولة كله بالأخص الإنسان بقول ناري أمو نفسين كتر بتاعت حكومة على مستوى وزارات ناري أقاديم الناس ناري أمو نفسين برامج بتاعت الأمن جيتان ده food security الحمد لله يمكن وزير الزراعة بتاعنا مبارك كلام بنقاط بسيطيو لكن كنا متوقعين أكثر من كده because كان بيبقى في أمن دارين أكيد صح they concentrated في COVID-19 الجاسة نجاية لكن في أمراض مودية عايشين معنا كما ده كله أنا ما شفت برنامج واضح فيه برضه education ودي أول سيرفيس اللي نحن دارين هناك ما سمينا حاجة عنه roads and bridges أنا بسك في نهاية وزارة المالية أتكلم قبل إنه ويلنا أسئلة كثير جدا لكن من الزعلين في فرصة بزعمة كثيرة بناس ثانيين في نزلنا ده ما كان من الناس على كل ده متوين دين البسيط ل 500 بليون دم وداو وين ده كان 200 This is not from the first vice president, लेकिन अल्लाह करीम दो रजाई vikapoeta sema comrade Rin wa senior governor tara ukimelo wana kuafu mao kun vikapoeta ajanas kile kukuj besama la dekun nafu kun barana ajani kana majal habiba kibele duran de dile you can play them. You can play them so that we can see how tough things are there on the ground. You have seen them? Yeah.